the 180
Yeah.
that the media's taken on him since he decided to be president.
Yeah.
When you see the machine go after a guy, we've never seen the machine go after someone as bold-faced. You know, the prosecutions, the Russiagate stuff on television every night, all of it. And then to see just a few years ago, they loved him.
Yeah.
Over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump, getting to the money, that Donald Trump money. Up like Donald Trump, tastes like them Trump.
Resurrection of the real time to get richer than Trump.
I'ma fire my blunt like Donald Trump.
Boys in the hood call me Black Donald Trump.
But for most of us, that Trump has been long forgotten, replaced, of course, with this guy.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
And in the last few years, a lot of rappers have changed their views too.
Trump win, I'm flying off the soil. All this bullshit make my blood boil. Obama just wasn't enough, I need some more closure. And Donald Trump is not equipped to take this country over. I'm about to turn Black Panther. Don't let Donald Trump win that cancer.
A lot of this can be explained by his divisive politics. We certainly know more about them now than we did back then. But before his run at the presidency, Trump wasn't just liked. He was revered by hip-hop.
It's the Donald! Oh my God!
So what's behind Donald Trump's meteoric rise and fall from hip-hop grace? It all starts back in the 90s.
You know, he was like he was a Democrat, I think, until like 2000 and something.
Oh, yeah.
2008, maybe?
Yeah.
Something crazy like that.
Him and Clinton, I think they were all pals, right? There's pictures of them at Dave and Buster's and shit. Just playing skee ball.
Like, I think he said that he had to pay them to come to a wedding. Like, they have a price if you pay them. They'll come to a wedding.
Pay to play as a spectator?
It's what is an accusation. It's a Trump accusation.
When you were at the wedding of Donald and Melania Trump, did you ever picture that you would be in this situation with him as the presumptive Republican nominee, you as likely the Democratic nominee, running against each other in what is likely going to be a very brutal and tough campaign?
Well, look, back then I didn't think I would run for president, so I can't speak to whatever was in his mind, but that's a good question.
But it's safe to say that sitting there watching the two get married, it never crossed your mind, someday he and I are going to face each other.
Never crossed my mind. No, not at all. Never crossed my mind.
See, the thing about, it's like, apparently he said that he was in a helicopter with Willie Brown, but it wasn't Willie Brown. It was Joe Brown. It was a different Brown. And so now Willie Brown is saying that's not true. You know, and it's just, Donald Trump says his money drew Hillary Clinton to his wedding. She had no choice because I gave it to a foundation.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that what I just said? Is that true? Yeah, the Willie Brown thing, Joe Brown thing. I think that was like a mistake he made. And then people are like, he's old, she's young. Like, have you fucking seen her mistakes? This is crazy. The gaslighting is nuts. It's the same gaslighting they did to turn Trump into a monster. Now they're doing that same gaslighting to turn her into our future, our hope.
Yeah.
And it's working. It's crazy to watch. It's crazy to watch.
Is it crazy to, like, I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's only going to get like 20 years from now? Because the upswing, I guess, of just all social media and media in general, and then also you're taking the people that are involved. Like it's the perfect mesh of crazy and crazier, right?
So this says former Trump executive disputes his claim that Willie Brown was on board, right? This is a woman said, Barbara Rez, the Trump Organization's former executive vice president of construction development, said former state senator Nate Holden was on the plane, not Brown. Is that the same exact helicopter thing? So it was a helicopter crash? Is that what it was? Yes. So no Brown was on there, not Willie or Joe?
He's been on tons of helicopters.
It's all the, you know what she was saying? You know what she was saying, like, he doesn't have an attack strategy. That's, I don't think, this is what I was trying to say when everybody got mad at me when I said what I liked about JFK Jr., or RFK Jr., excuse me. Robert F. Kennedy is a guy who just goes after issues. He goes after actions. He talks about things. This, Trump has, like, always in the past, like, attacked. He's like, attack people. And it's just, in this case, I feel like, I don't know if what they're doing right now, the way they're elevating, I don't know if she's ever going to debate him.
They locked one in, I think, September 10th.
Are you ready to debate Kamala Harris on September 10th, given what you heard tonight?
Well, number one debate on September 4th at Fox, and she turned it down. Because as you know, Brett, I was willing to debate with you and Martha. I was going to debate on September 4th. She turned it down. And I'm willing to debate on, I don't like ABC. I think ABC is probably the worst of the group. But I'm willing to do ABC. I was willing to do CNN with Joe Biden, and you saw what happened there. I mean, CNN does not treat me or Republicans very good. But I was willing to do it because it was the only way I could get to debate him and ask him how that turned out. But look, I am willing to debate, and I think we should do much more than one debate. But you know better than anybody, I'm ready, willing, and able because I told you yes, and she turned you down.
What is that going to be like when she's off screen, off grid, off paper?
Oof, I don't know.
Off script.
Wild.
Just completely able to say whatever she wants to say. And if we get one of those,
you kind of got to match Trump a little bit with his, you know, fearless. Like, you know, nobody has risen to the level of his, you know. I'm just going to kind of interrupt and combat everything you say. Like, I feel like you have to go toe to toe and be in the ring. You can't be there and kind of just
100%.
Yeah.
But I do have to say that one speech that she gave right after they decided that she was going to be the nominee, that one speech where she said, "If you're going to say something, why don't you say it to my face?" It was
kind of
great timing.
It was middle school recess shit.
It wasn't just that, man. The way that she delivered it was like very clear. It was prepared, right? And so that means like she's coachable. You know, which is very important if you want to be a president.
Right.
You got to be coachable.
Yeah.
You know? So, So she figured out how to deliver a banger of a speech, right? Like, play that because it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I think she'll have something to say back to him.
No, but this is the thing. That's a speech.
Yeah.
But when you go to toe to toe to toe, when you're just talking off the top of your head, that's where she has some issues.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think people lock up when they know that everybody is criticizing every word they're saying. And you're applying for a job as essentially the mom of the world.
Oh, wow.
Or the dad of the world.
Yeah.
You know, if he wins, that's what you are. You're the fucking dad of the free world, right?
What if she just does a Biden impression and goes, "You're a sucker. You're a sucker." Just throws it right back at him.
There's so many people watching you. Your brain just freezes up with anxiety. But listen to this. This is amazing. This is really.
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate. But he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face.
Damn.
They knew it was coming. It's
Bro,
kind of
she nailed it.
Yeah, she nailed that.
She nailed that.
How do you think?
So that alone can get you the president. This is we're in idiocracy. That alone. Like that is
get a couple banger sound bites, right?
You can't say that's not outstanding.
Totally.
She just crushed it. She crushed it.
Yeah.
She had the big moment.
Oh, I'm tuning in. This is pay-per-view now.
She had the big moment and she crushed it.
Yeah.
And she did it without any ums or stammers, no fucking missed words. She had a smile. The laugh made sense. It made sense there.
Yeah.
For the first time.
It was in context.
When she laughs, like sometimes she laughs like out of nerves,
Totally.
it seems like.
Yeah.
Just try to get everybody to feel lighter about the situation.
Yeah.
But that wasn't that one. That was like a genuine smile and a laugh. Crushed it.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem. And I don't think they thought she was going to be able to do that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can fucking coach somebody, bro. It ain't hard. I mean, maybe she just practiced.
Who are these coaches? Just public speakers and stuff?
Oh, yeah, public speaking coaches. Yeah, there's political speech analysts. There's people that
imagine if there's
teach
comedians.
people how
what
to
if David
teach.
Lucas gets hired to give her like some one-liners?
Listen.
I mean, there's a crazy world where there's shit like that where there's somebody goes, you need a couple zingers in your back pocket. I don't know.
100%.
Because if that's not your world and your brain doesn't operate like that, Trump's does. Trump is looking at, like, you know, to make a little put down, or he's just quick in that way.
Listen,
so
he is quick in that way. Also, it would behoove him to hire a few great comics to just tour with him and just write one-liners about all these different fucking people.
I mean,
if he could remember them, I mean, I know he likes to go off his own head, but if he could remember a few Hinchcliffe bangers, if he hires Hinchcliffe to take him on the road, do you know how fucking insane that would be?
Yeah, dude.
Hinchcliffe writing bangers for Trump to shit on people with?
Comedy cures, and it also is like sometimes what kind of just pushes things over the top.
The thing you're getting from him is, you know, no one is coaching him. Right, you know he's going off the cuff.
Yeah.
You know nobody gets to tell him what to do. When he goes out there and he talks about things, it's like he's just off the cuff, and that's why it gets sideways sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it gets a little fumbly sometimes. But what I'm saying is that what she did was like a pro. She did that like a pro.
Yeah.
That's where it gets dangerous. Because
you don't think that was calculated? You think that was off the cuff, like just responding to what was? Yeah.
No, that was a 100% planned out thing.
Yeah.
100% and well executed.
Yeah.
Like she fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
The problem is that's what we're looking for. It's not even necessarily who has the best policies for the country. It's not necessarily who's going to make real reform, who's really going to change things and make it better for everybody, versus who looks like the kind of person who should be president, who's talking like a leader. Who's got the whole audience, say it to my face, and the whole bro.
What if that becomes her catchphrase?
That's a mic drop.
Yeah, you're going around to every country. I mean, there's going to be those T-shirts. That's your I Carumba if you're Bart Simpson.
Well, that's a bit of a problem, is that she does repeat the same speeches over and over and over again in these speeches. So they have all these compilations of her saying things in the exact same order.
Oof, yeah, you got to mix it up.
But this is the thing that they like about Trump, is that he does not do that. When Trump goes up there, he is more than capable of talking for an hour and a half straight, be entertaining. He cracks on things. He says funny things. Like he was joking around about Biden wandering around, not knowing where he is. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was like he was a comic. He was killing.
I know.
Some people say Biden's going to make it. Does anybody think he's going to make it to the starting gate? I mean, the guy can't find his way off of a stage. Look, here's a stage. Here's a stage. I've never seen this stupid stage before, right? I've never seen it. But if I walk left, there's a stair. And if I walk right, there's a stair. And this guy gets up. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Where am I?
And I guarantee you, he probably had an idea in his head that he's going to shit on Biden. Probably, you know, had an idea how he's going to do it. But that's like just being a free baller.
Yeah.
You're up there free balling. He's the only one that can do that.
People do respond to that too.
Yes.
Everybody does, like you said, want to look at somebody and go, oh, they represent us well. The same way, like if you have a agent or manager, right? You want them, if they're out in public, you go, oh, are they an extension of me in a certain way? So
you want to see the best at it?
Yeah.
Clinton, when he was running for president the first time. Bro,
put on a clinic.
Let me tell you something, dude. He's the fucking Michael Jordan of those motherfuckers.
I can't argue with that.
Dude,
yeah.
Old school titty grabber.
From the he probably called tits bazoombas. You know,
bro, he was an animal. And
played the sax on Arsenio.
Guy smooth talked better than, and he was like, "That's the president."
Yeah.
You hear him talk, you're like, "That's our guy."
Exactly right.